Spring. A lot of anglers say it's the best time of year to fly fish.
Nice fish. Oh, got him. Let's freaking go. Woo-hoo!
I remember being this wide-eyed beginner hearing tales of these epic hatches that brought every fish, including the big ones, up to eat dry flies. But if you're anything like me, when you headed out to get in on the action, all you got was a big old slice of humble pie. You ran into picky fish, unpredictable weather, and constantly changing conditions that left you asking one question: why do so many people love spring fly fishing? Well, that's what Alex and I wanted to find out. We spent 2 days on a wild western river soaking up all that this time of year has to offer. And what did we learn? What's the verdict? Well, let's start at the beginning. It's day one of our spring extravaganza. I'm excited for it. We're wading the canyon section of the river today. Going to be trying to catch a few of these fish on nymphs, and then tomorrow we're going to meet up with my buddy Kyle, who's a guide, and he's going to haul us around on his drift boat. We are going to go chuck dry flies down in the valley section of this river, and I finally convinced Alex to go on a drift boat trip, so this should be good.
So I am just rigging up. We know that this time of year, there's mayflies out and about. That's what makes spring so exciting. I lifted up a few rocks and there were some mayfly nymphs. So I'm just looking through my box, deciding what size, shape, and color of mayfly nymph I want to use. And speaking of mayflies, that might sound like I'm speaking a foreign language to newer anglers. So let's run through the life cycle real quick. We'll start off with our baby mayflies, which we refer to as nymphs. They spend some time on the riverbed eating and growing, and then eventually they'll make their way to the surface in a stage we refer to as emergers. Once they get to the surface, sometimes they can have deformities like broken wings or legs, or they can be a healthy, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed adult, which we refer to as a dun. At that point, they'll fly around a little bit, mate, return to the water to lay their eggs, and then die. We refer to this stage as a spinner. And if you're new to this, that might have been kind of confusing, but we've put together a mayfly pocket guide, which has all the diagrams and a bunch of more information about mayflies, which I'll put a QR code, or you can check out some links below this video. All right, we are rigged up and we see a fish right here. So we're gonna flip a coin to see who gets to go first. All right, heads or tails?
Heads.
Let's go! So we've got a brown trout actively feeding right here at the tail. And I just tied on a really simple nymph rig. I've got a CDC pheasant tail and then an unweighted crackback. And I don't have my indicator very far away from my first nymph because the water isn't super deep right here. And because he's actively feeding, he's gonna be looking up, so I don't feel like I have to get all the way to the bottom. So let's try to not screw this up. That was a little too far to the left. Oh, he just came, got him. He came up and crushed that thing. That was actually a different fish. That was a nice rainbow. No, stay out of that current. Oh, he just caught me on that rock. Little punk, there we go.
Do you need an off-camera net, man?
No, we should be okay. I think I can get him over into this softer current probably. We just got to get downstream of him. Stay out of that current. Oh gosh.
All right, if anybody wants to intern for VFC as an off-camera net man, we need you.
That is a pretty big fish.
I know. I saw it flash. I didn't realize why you weren't having a moment about it.
I'm just so used to catching big fish, you know?
Because he didn't see it.
Just trying to get him over in this softer stuff. Get his head up. Oh!
Nice.
That thing's huge. How about that? First cast.
That's actually really bad.
Yeah, first cast curse, man.
Yeah, you
That's
don't want
never
that.
good.
No.
We'll probably get skunked the rest of the day.
Don't, Alex, don't say it out loud.
I just put it out into the universe.
Oh my goodness. So Alex's big rainbow, I think, spooked that brown trout I saw in here earlier, but we're gonna go ahead and fish this hole out anyway, see if there's anything else. And for those longtime viewers, this might shock you, but I have opted for a dry dropper rig because when we got here, that fish was eating in shallow enough water that I opted for a dry dropper rig. Obviously, Alex went with his nymph rig, which the depths were similar. I just like the presentation better from the dry dropper rig. That's why I opted to use it. All the moss belongs to me right now. Because somebody decided to up the flows last night and not tell me. That's one of the things about spring fly fishing that can be kind of tough, is the conditions are just always changing. Because you got runoff, you got water rising and lowering, and they just bumped the flows on this river last night, so it's kind of altered how the river's gonna fish. And then there's all this moss floating in it, so.
And then we got the first fish cast curse.
Yeah, that too. So we got the deck kind of stacked against us, but that's how a lot of spring fishing is, honestly. Sometimes the deck just feels like it is stacked against you, and then it all comes together. So let's see if it does that. I don't think there's anything left in this hole, Alex. Let's go find me some fresh water. This day is gonna end with me putting a worm on, isn't it?
Dude, one just came down here towards the tail. He just tucked up under that rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Not up there?
No,
where it
like
rose?
right in front of you.
Okay.
One just tucked up right up against it.
All right.
I think it's a big old brown.
Well, oh, I think I see him. Okay.
Crush it. Crush it. Do you see him?
I don't see him right now. He kind of moved. I think he moved up a little bit. Do you still see him from where you're standing?
No, I don't see him anymore. Did we spook him?
Come on, eat it and I'll give you $1. That's like $1,000 in trout money. The exchange rate's terrible. Come on, fish. You know you want it. And it's right there. It looks so juicy. It's a nice big filet mignon of foam. And these must be vegetarian trout.
I think he moved.
Let's move up just a titch then.
So just up here trying to get a bird's eye view. Sometimes it helps to spot fish. Oh yeah, so there's this light colored rock out in the center. There's two big rainbows hugging the left side. Honestly, it's probably perfect for your dry dropper. Oh, there's a third one too. So right after Spencer turned off the camera, I spotted this guy right here. He is a big old brown. So Spencer's gonna sneak up. We're gonna see if we can get him.
I could just see his pectoral
You
fins.
see him?
Just barely,
Yeah,
yeah.
that fin's hard to miss, man. He's huge.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are, sir. Nice fish. Oh, got him. Let's freaking go. Woo-hoo-hoo!
You're not gonna give me more of a fight than that, buddy? You're just gonna come right to the net? And of course I can't get my net out in time.
He's just tricking you.
So, my dry fly never moved when he ate.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I just watched him move, and I thought, I think that's about right. So I just set the hook, and I got lucky. Come here, bud. It's another dinosaur, dude.
He fought like an old grandpa.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna get fired. We were just going to get a shot of the zebra midge in his mouth because that's what he ate. And I'll show you guys here, just a little, nothing special. Oh, he actually broke it off. All right, well, little 18 zebra midge. And I grabbed his tail and I lifted his head up for Alex to get the shot. And then he just went and squirmed right out. So, oh well.
So we're just making our way upriver little by little, just trying to stay low, stay behind, spot fish and cast to them. A lot of blue wings have been coming off, but we haven't really seen any risers. It's like there might be a fish up in front of this rock. Okay, so there is a fish right there. We're gonna lead him a few feet, let those nymphs sink, give a mend, and then right there. Nope. Mend, strip in line, right there. Boom! Oh, that's a nice brown. This guy's fighting a little bit harder than the other ones. Get him on the left side of this rock.
You need my help netting him or you got him?
I should be okay, as long as he doesn't do anything crazy. This is not a good spot. It is fast water right here. You kind of gotta like shoot him across this fast stuff. Oh yeah, over into this slower stuff. My net's gone! Where's my net? Oh, God.
I don't know, but
grab my net! This is a tragedy.
here.
Thank you. Ah! No! No, no, stay out of there. Stay out of the fast stuff. Ah! It's all right, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Heads up, and, oh my gosh. Ah! That's a nice brown. That was lucky.
It's a really good fish. Nice work.
Oh. Look what I found! Crazy!
Hey, you should not forget that.
Never again. All right, Spencer, fill us in on the deets.
So surprisingly, there wasn't anything in this run right here.
This
It's not quite a
fishy looking
pool.
area.
Yeah, but then I peeked up around this boulder and I can actually see them moving. There's 2 fish right here in front of this submerged rock. So I think one of them will come out to play. So that's what we got going on. It's gonna be good. So what I've done, I felt like my dry dropper rig, the nymphs were sinking too fast because they're big and they're meant to sink because the water's moving pretty quick. But this fish, he's not feeding down low. He's up in, I don't know, 6 inches of water maybe. So re-rigged, I've got a parachute Adams up top with a, what is this, like an 18 or a 20 beadhead bars emerger under it. So it's just one dropper and it's not super long. I think this is about the right depth. We'll find out here in a minute. If the wind can...
Yeah, here comes the wind.
That fish didn't want anything to do with either of us, no matter how many different flies or drifts we put right in front of his face. Then that old reliable wind kicked up and made fishing almost impossible. The moss got progressively worse too, so that we were picking it off our flies on almost every cast. We were both itching to get into some dry fly fishing, so we called the day a bit early, had some dinner, and got ready for our float. Right, pulling up, I'm gonna meet up with Kyle, get on the boat, and get into some fish. So let's do it. What's up, man?
What's up, Spencer? How's it going?
It's going. How you doing?
Looking forward to today?
Yeah.
Hey, dude. Nice to meet you.
great.
Nice to meet you, Kyle.
Alex.
Kyle,
nice to meet you.
Alex, Kyle. There we go.
All right,
Got it
guys.
done. So, you ready to get after it?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe chase some on some dry flies, hopper dropper, see what's
yeah.
happening.
Oh yeah, dry or die.
Dry or die. I love
No
it.
nymphs in the boat today, Alex.
Not today.
We'll see.
So we were floating down the river, we were kind of going around some boats, and Alex sees this pot of rising fish down here in front of us. So we are gonna get close enough to them, and I'm gonna try and put a dry fly in front of their face. We've seen some blue wings buzzing, and because we're anticipating a blue wing hatch, that's what I've got on. I've got a size 16 parachute blue wing, and then a really small size 20 foam back emerger. So I'm gonna go for these guys that are right here in front of me, Kyle.
You get on that distance?
Yes. I just need to be able to see my fly.
Yeah, where is it?
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
Tiniest bit of drag on it. Dang it. Oh. So one of the challenges from fishing from a boat is you're now drifting a downstream drift to the fish. So you have to think a little bit differently about how that's gonna look, because it's gonna look a little different to you. And you wanna make sure you get that fly right in front of their face, because the fish don't wanna move too much. You can see them sitting over there. Did I put that? I might have put that
You
guy
might have
down.
put those ones down. There's a nice one over there to the right. You see him?
Yeah, I do. Oh. Kyle, you're earning your stripes today. Making up for my... No!
Oh, tailing loop. What are we doing?
I was excited.
Oh, I think it came undone.
It did.
Yeah.
Let's see, I didn't put him down. I didn't land a cast close enough to put these ones down, but where'd they go? That's one other issue that you run into, is how close can you get the boat before you get onto them. And every fish is going to be a little bit different. It's still fun. It's the same puzzle, you're just solving it a different way from a boat.
That was a giant fish behind us that just rose. Okay, here we go. Holy, he's so close. Do it.
Do you just get rejected?
Circle around.
Yeah, I see him now.
Oh, there's another guy right here. Here we go. Oh, do it. Oh! He ate the emerger. I saw him just open his mouth. The dry fly didn't even move. Dang it!
Too soon?
Slightly.
Oh,
Dang.
you still have your fly.
Yeah, I still have it.
Okay.
I just yanked it right out of his mouth. I got too excited.
Now you know how I feel.
Especially when you can see him so clearly. Oh, geez. Here we go. Okay, here he comes. Two of them right here. Ready? Do it. Do it. Oh my gosh. Trigger happy. Where's my fly? Literally can't see it. Oh, here's another one. Got him. Oh my gosh. What is happening?
Hey, Alex. That's 3 strikes.
No, it's not.
Need a bigger hook?
Holy cow. This is nuts.
All right, all kidding aside, you're jerking back too much.
I know, I'm getting way too excited because
Just-
I can literally see the fish.
Just lift. Just lift the rod. That's the key.
Little 2-inch lift, my friend.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, I just screwed that up. I had my chance 3 times. So, all right, Spencer, we'll follow the rule. It's your turn.
That's a lot of big fish over there.
Someone. Oh my gosh. No way.
Did he miss it or did he reject it?
Someone's got to eat that. That was crazy.
Freaking missed it, man.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
I was like almost on the swing. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Big old brown.
It wasn't on the swing. I just had to wait for him to go down with it. He took forever. He was taking his sweet time moving with that fly. What do you think he ate, Alex?
Sparkle done.
Sparkle done! So fighting fish from a drift boat's a little bit different because your goal is still to keep tension, but it's a little bit harder to get your side pressure sometimes just because you're elevated a bit more. So it's a learning game, but it's still the same principles where side pressure, use the butt section of the rod to really work the fish in. And then don't try and horse them, especially because when you hook them here, I mean, I'm out in the middle of the current. This is where the water's really moving. So you don't want to horse them too much. You want to let them almost tire themselves out. tightened my drag up too much. That's why I was pulling some line off. My drag was just a bit too tight. All right. And today we do have an off-camera net man, but he's kind of in camera. Right there, Mr. Kyle.
He's also trying to row a drift boat at the same time, so.
That is an absolute stud brown trout.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Do you have a hand to net him, Kyle, or you need me to? Okay. Okay, he felt like he was ready, but. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! He is ready. Oh, hot doggy.
Stud. Stud sparkle dun eater. We love that.
That's a good fish right there. That was the first fish of the day over 4 hours into the float, which was just bizarre based on how many bugs were on the water. The fish were being pickier than a Portland coffee snob at a Wyoming gas station. We thought the code was cracked when Alex hooked into a nice rainbow, but it spit the hook 30 seconds into the fight.
You gotta be kidding me. That was a nice one.
I kept throwing dries, but the fish would stop rising if the boat got within 50 yards. The only fish that were catchable were rising tight underneath branches and bushes, the places that fly casts go to die. A sense of desperation settled into the boat. It was a classic spring day on a tailwater where it felt like every fish wanted something slightly different, like they were eating from this menu that they hadn't bothered to share with us. I think I'm ended up with some micro drag on it because there's so much line out.
Dude, yeah. Let's go. Oh, he's off.
Yeah, because my fly line got caught right there.
Oh, no. That was a nice fish.
I'm well aware it was a nice fish. All right, I need a minute. So there's a silver lining to everything that happens. I did lose that fish because my fly line caught on my stupid retractor. But since I lost both my flies, got my leader back in, and was looking at the end of it, and there's a couple of nicks, a few abrasions, and this whole piece of 5X tippet on the end of my leader. Shot. I need to put a new one on. So it's a good reminder that periodically it does pay to check your leader throughout the day, because I wouldn't want this to snap on the next fish, because then I really might actually lose it. How many redemption arcs are they going to give this guy? Every time we've gotten close to these fish in the boat, they have quit rising. So we got out of the boat, we're gonna chase them on foot and hope that I can actually get some redemption. Same rig, I haven't changed my rig at all. I'm just changing the angle that I'm getting to these fish from. One thing I like to do when you get into a pot of rising fish like this is make sure you're going close to far. Don't line them, because if you land your line or leader on them, it can put them down and ruin the whole thing. So I'm trying to be very careful about where my flies land. Hey, let's not have a repeat of yesterday. We've got a net, right?
We do have a net.
See, it wasn't the fly. It was presentation. You were right.
100% was presentation.
He ate that cripple.
Oh, it is a nice fish.
Yeah, it is. Net. Thanks. Oh,
redemption.
That feels good. That feels really good now. with that beautiful redemptive trout. I now announce my retirement from fly fishing. You don't often get to choose the note that you go out on, but I hit the highest note I've ever hit. No, I'm just kidding. Alex, it's your turn though. I'm gonna run the camera. Let's go. Day 2 didn't look promising, but it ended on a high note, and it really made us both appreciate just how great our first day was. That's honestly spring fishing in a nutshell. You can have an unforgettable day, head back for round 2, and the fishing can be so tough that it's not even like the fish are ignoring you, it's like you don't even exist. But it's those tough days that teach you the resilience and the adaptability you need if you want to make the most of spring fishing. And that brings us full circle to the question we asked at the beginning. Is spring fly fishing really all it's cracked up to be? Yeah, I'd say so.
Hey there, just making a little pit stop on my way back from this trip with Spencer. And if you made it to this point in the video, I would love it if you could do one thing for us. Leave a comment with either something new that you learned or something that you loved about this video, or maybe even something that you wish we would have explained a little bit better, because our goal here at VFC is to make every video that comes out better than the last one, and these comments help us to do just that. Speaking of other videos, we've got a whole bunch more just like this that you can check out right here.